In today's video, we will be discussing how to find strength during difficult times. And by the end of this video, you will know what it means to transform through crisis. What's up, everyone? My name is Morcie, and if you're new to this channel is all about creating your own reality through your spiritual awakening process. And if you find that the words in this video resonate with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, when it comes to life and waking up in this physical dimension, the reward is in the awakening. The reward is when you expand your consciousness and remember where you are. And remember what it means to live and what it means to create your own reality. You see, since we were born, we've been coached to live from the outside. And what I mean by that is that we identify with the things outside of us. We identify with our gender, with our race, with our status, with our image, with our family, with our job. We identify with all those things. But in actuality, that's not actually who we are. It's a role that we're playing. It's not truly who we are. Who we are within is this inner essence. It's this eternal spirit. And right now, this body that you're in, it's like a character. And the idea that I want to share with you today is to not identify with your challenges and your problems. Because what happens is that during this time, when you identify with these things, you think equal to what is happening to you. And when you think equal to what is happening to you, you identify yourself with all the little problems in your life. Rather than looking within, expanding the parameters of your thoughts, and recognizing that you hold the ability to create your own reality with your thoughts. You see, our thoughts are incredibly powerful. And on this channel, I mention it in almost basically every video. And I think about it every day, how powerful my thoughts are. You have to think of your thoughts as this electric signal. An electric signal that goes out into this infinite information field. An infinite information field where all possible events, solutions could ever occur. We have the ability for our thoughts to go out there as an electric signal and find this potential event that you want to see in your physical reality. And what happens is when you have a very high emotion, high vibrational frequency, where you're feeling joy, where you're feeling peace, certainty, and patience in knowing that whatever it is that you want to manifest will manifest, you have this magnetic pullback. So it's like your thoughts signals it out and your emotions pulls it right back in. It's the idea of understanding that you have the ability to manifest as long as you're not thinking equal to your surroundings. I know that through my own troubled times, when I find myself thinking equal to the things that are happening to me, identifying with it, making it a part of me, a part of my identity, what happens is I begin to have a lower vibration. I begin to believe in myself less. I begin to forget about the power of my thoughts. My thoughts are my superpowers. So how can I forget? How can I be so asleep in this world? And I remind myself every day that I am not my challenges. I am greater than that. So the idea to remind yourself is to stop identifying with your challenges and to look within. Don't use the outside world as a means to identify with who you are. Many times it's very common for people to identify themselves with their challenges. Because if you cannot identify yourself with your challenge, many times people are like, then who am I? What should I think? What do I do? Who am I without this challenge? And for me, the moment when I ask myself, who am I realize I'm on the right track. Because you begin to drop these layers of these ideas of who you thought you were. Anything after I am is the ego. The ego is the false identification of who you are, who you think you are. The ego is this human form. That we are in this physical realm, this form that we're in. Now, who we are right now, it's very special to our higher self, but it's not who we are. Our ego believes in permanence. And that's why we get so attached to these things that happens in our life, to these challenges. We don't realize that they don't last always. And we don't realize that they're only temporary. You see, our true self, our inner essence, our higher self, it understands and it knows that we are not our thoughts, and we are not our challenges. We are not our external circumstances. And this is all just temporary. I like to remind myself that I'm living in a dream experience. It's a way to wake me up every day. Often I ask myself, are you awake? Are you awake? As a means to stop me from identifying and attaching myself to this external world and to the things that are happening. Because when I recognize that this is a dream experience, I stop taking life so seriously. I stop being so serious about life and understanding that I can essentially play around with the universe. See what happens if I do this. See what happens when I think this way. See what happens when I change my routine thought and change the way I act, because your state of being is the way that you think and the way you feel. So if I begin to play around with that and I begin to start to say, let me think in this way, I'm going to change my perspective about this. I'm going to really put my intention and at this moment think greater than my circumstances, and let's see what happens. Because in my reality, when I think greater, I have a much higher vibrational frequency. I'm more open to solutions, and I don't identify with this outside world. I notice very frequently, especially during troubled times, where I'm learning the same lesson over and over and over again, just in a different way. Every time it comes up, I'm like, here it goes again, the same lesson. But the only thing that is going to change is when I choose to look at the situation differently. When I choose to find meaning in the situation. Because when you find meaning, that is when you begin to remain present. When you see the present moment as a gift. When you say, this is the moment I need. Even though I feel like I want to resist this moment because in this mind, this isn't what I want. In my mind, this is not what I want. If I'm having this experience, then this is the experience that I need. The moment you have that perspective, life starts to get smoother. You're flowing with the alternatives flow of life rather than resisting. When it comes to transforming through crisis, when it comes to finding strength through crisis, it means that you are expanding your awareness. That's where strength comes in the spiritual awakening process. Expanding your awareness is awakening. Expanding your state of consciousness is awakening. And understanding that this body that you're in is not truly who you are. It's a role, it's a character. The life you live right now, it's not truly yours. It's not permanent. It's only temporary. It's only temporary for this lifetime. It's for your soul to evolve. It's for you to evolve. So roll with the flow. Don't take life so seriously and understand. Understand that these things are happening for you, not to you, but for you. And even when I think about that right now, it makes me feel so much better. I have a higher vibration. And the more I tell myself that I need to be here, right here is where I need to be, this moment and nowhere else, I feel my body relax. I feel the energy within me begin to calm me down rather than feel that anxiety. You see, the ego, it makes you doubt. It makes you feel uncomfortable and worried. But your true self is that feeling of certainty, of knowing that everything is going to be okay. So no matter where you are, no matter what your external circumstance looks like, when you feel like everything is going to be okay, that's your true self. But when you find yourself freaking out, when you find yourself attached to the situation, when you find yourself taking life far too seriously, that's the ego. And that's the ego taking hold and taking over. I say many times, the ego, it's not a bad thing. We need it to live in this physical realm. We need it. But it comes when the ego begins to possess your mind and you forget who you are because you're identifying with all of these things that are not who you are. So when you awaken, you begin to change the definition of things around you. You begin to see it differently, and you begin to see things as tools rather than distractions, rather than things getting in your way, but a tool for your evolution. And that's how you look at it. That is how I find strength in my troubled times. Lessening the importance, letting go, and expanding my awareness, and accepting this present moment. And then you transform, you grow, and that lesson that this universe has put in front of you, it's transformed you, it's evolved you. And now you have mastered a lesson that will allow you to create your own reality, that will allow you to use your thoughts and your feelings, your superpowers, in a way that serves you best. And once it serves you best, you begin to create a new world by influencing those around you, by being a positive influence and showing like this is how the nature of reality works. It's not this little idea, this illusion that this material world has made us think it is. We're not stuck in this box and stuck in these limiting beliefs, but we are more than what we are experiencing at this moment. So my name is Morcie. I hope this video resonates with you. And if you're going through tough times, I just want to let you know that you are not alone. Your situation may feel very unique and special to you, but you can get out of it because many other people have as well. And so just know that the people around you, when they succeed, it is a mirror image of your ability. So if you find yourself in troubled times, you find yourself in a difficult and dark place, just know that others have done the same, and that means you can do it too. You have the power and the ability to raise yourself up so that you can see and understand the light that has always been within you. Once again, my name is Morcie, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, check out these 2 videos right here. They will also help you in understanding how to create your own reality. Until next time, peace.